Hello everyone, my name is Jake Verwatsky. I am the founder and chief book wizard here at Magic Book, and I am really excited for this video because we have some incredible updates coming out to this app that we've been working on. For those of you guys who don't know, Magic Book is a vision of a book where you open the pages and it doesn't matter what mood you're in, it gives you the exact story that you want. And if you fall in love with characters and you don't want their story to end, it doesn't have to end. It can just continue going. So there have been a lot of great upgrades to Magic Book. First, you'll notice, well, this is in the dev version, but it's going to be pushed out very soon. The library is in the works. I'll show you guys that in a second. But first, let me show you some of the improvements that we've just made to the story generator. So here you can see kind of the Mad Lib style noun, verb, adjective. So we could just put a random here and get some random things here. But let's see what happens when we actually create a tale. So the very first improvement is you see that you start to get your story instantly. No longer do you have to wait for the entire language model's response before it appears. You literally start getting it as it types. Really big and exciting improvement. Second thing you'll notice is all stories now get a title, which is really cool. Third thing is now you can actually type directly into the story. So if you want to change stuff before you publish it because the library is going live and you're going to be able to share your stories with others and read other people's stories, now you have some more customization control over your story, which is really cool. But then finally, another improvement we made is now every single story gets its own image. And this is really cool because it kind of allows you to see a bit of a visual representation of what your story is about. So we can see Michael B. Jordan stood at the edge of a cliff, his eyes fixed on the vast expanse of ocean below. The wind whipped through his hair. So now you can see this visual representation of what this short story is about. Kind of allows you to see it a little bit better in your mind's eye. And also when we move to the library, this is just a work in progress, just so you guys know there's a lot of improvements that are coming to the library. But each of these current placeholders will be replaced with the actual image of the story so that as you're browsing the library, you can kind of get a quick visual representation, a kind of a cover for each book. We've also been working, we want this to be one of the easiest to browse libraries in existence. So you can go for a specific genre, like for example, if you want a space opera, you can see these two space operas that we have here. You can filter by age rating. You can filter by stories, and like if say you're reading books all the time and you just like reading all the space operas, you can be like, okay, it's been a week since I've been here. Let's just check out the ones in the last 7 days. You can filter by author style. So if you, for example, only want to see stories written in the style of C.S. Lewis, let's clear this here. You can see, okay, these are the stories that have been written in the style of C.S. Lewis. Also, we have a bunch of tags, and we have AI literally tagging every story as it gets generated. So you can search for the sorts of things that you want in your story. We're also going to have like a full search bar so you can like search people's names or stuff like that, and get all stories that include that. You can see your own stories here. Eventually your own stories. You can see most of these stories are mine right now. And then you can also see stories that you've liked. These will eventually be moved to your profile, to your user profile, but until we have the profile created, this is just in the library as well. So really cool. So let's see here. If we click a game of chance and desire, I'll show you guys the image for this in the video that will be added to this to the library soon. Han Solo stood in the dimly lit cantina, his rugged features illuminated by the flickering lights. A hint of a smirk played on his lips as he surveyed the room, his eyes darting from one intriguing figure to another. Dressed in his signature vest and blaster at his side, he exuded an air of mystery and danger that captivated the attention of everyone present. As he leaned against the bar, a sultry figure with fiery red hair caught his eye. Her emerald green eyes sparkled with mischief, and she approached him, her steps as graceful as a dancer's. Han couldn't help but be drawn to her magnetic presence. She wore a form-fitting dress and the color of midnight that accentuated her every curve. "Care to join me for a game of chance?" she purred, her voice laced with restrained desire. Han's lips quirked into a half smile. "Depends on the stakes," he replied, his voice dripping with equal parts charm and caution. She leaned in closer, her breath warm against his ear. "How about a little wager? If I win, you owe me a favor. And if you win, well, I'm sure we can find something suitable for your taste." We obviously need to get the formatting of the library. That's not quite like the paragraphs here aren't put in. Han's eyes twinkled mischievously, his mind already envisioning the possibilities. "Ah, Han, you dirty man. You're on," he whispered, his voice filled with anticipation. The pair made their way to a secluded corner of the cantina, where a holographic table shimmered with a deck of cards. The game unfolded, the tension in the air palpable. With each hand dealt, the stakes grew higher, yet Han's confidence never wavered. He was a master of reading others, of spotting the tells that gave away their secrets. As the night wore on, the rest of the cantina faded into the background. The only thing that mattered was the dance of cards between Han and his mysterious companion. The smoky air seemed to swirl around them, mirroring the intensity of their game. Every move, every glance held a hidden depth, a story untold. Finally, the moment arrived. Han laid down his cards, a winning hand that left his opponent speechless. A triumphant smile played on his lips, but his gaze lingered on the woman before him. There was a spark between them, undeniable and electric. She leaned in closer, her lips dangerously close to his. "You've won, Han Solo," she whispered, her voice husky with a mixture of admiration and desire. "And now it's time to collect." Without another word, Han closed the distance between them, his lips meeting hers in a smoldering kiss. It was a kiss filled with all the passion and fire that had been restrained throughout their game, a culmination of their shared electricity. In that moment, the world around them disappeared, leaving only the two of them entangled in a web of desire and connection. It was a visual spectacle, the dark cantina and its inhabitants fading into the background as Han and his captivating partner embraced, lost in a world of their own creation. And as their kiss lingered, time stood still. For that moment, Han Solo became more than just a legendary smuggler, and the woman in his arms became more than just a fleeting encounter. They became the embodiment of passion and adventure, their story unfolding in the vivid tapestry of their embrace. We can like it, which is really cool. It gets added to the likes, but then as you're browsing, you can sort by like the most liked. So you can see the most liked sci-fi stories created in the last 7 days or something like that. And you can start to see how the library is going to be super, super useful and awesome. But one more thing I want to show you guys is I believe the last time I showed off Magic Book, all we had were short stories and medium stories. Well, now we have long stories as well, which are 10 chapter masterpieces. These take several minutes to generate because we have multiple layers of prompting that happens before you actually see the first chapter start to get generated, because we need to create an outline, decide what our plot twists are going to be, actually write out all the scenes, and then we give the LLM a prompt based off of each scene to actually create a longer, more in-depth story. But let's do one more thing here, because I want to show you guys more ingredients as well, in case you didn't see it last time. You can get your story in a specific genre. You can get it in a certain author style and for certain ages. So, oh wow, that's so cool. So yeah, this gives you like a kind of a look at the majesty of the library. I wish the image had more maybe books in it or something, but yeah, some really, really cool updates. So there you have it, guys. A little look at the library, a little look at instant generations, at images being added. One of the next features that we're going to be adding. We have a lot more work to do in the library, but as soon as that's done, We'll be adding audio so that you can actually have your story read for you using whatever narrator you like. We're going to have a big variety. And then there's a lot more to come after that as well. So if you guys would like to sign up for Magic Book, actually all of the slots for the 75% off discount have been used. We are still in closed alpha. We don't want like too many people getting on the app yet while we're developing it. But we are going to open up another 20 slots and we're going to give it a 50% discount. So not quite the 75% discount, but still 50% off from what the main price is going to be. So if this looks cool and you want to check it out, we'll be pushing out this update that I just showed off here very soon, like probably within a week of this video going up. But you could still have the old version that you can use. And then, yeah, the new version is coming very, very soon. So the first 20 people, just first come, first serve, will be able to get into the closed alpha. Use the code TESTER when you're signing up to get that 50% discount. And thank you guys all so much. I'm just so excited about what we're building here. I think it's so freaking awesome. And I hope that you guys think it's awesome as well. And until next time, everyone, make sure you're dropping a big thumbs up on this video. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, have fun creating endless adventures.